haven't made it to film.
And we're back.
What's up, y'all?
What did
We got some gravages. Now it's time to continue on to the beach day.
Yep.
Making your way down the slope, going through the meandering path, weaving through different trees, and of course, as soon as I start, I have to keep burping. Different types of foliage. It appears as though your parents have tried to take what was formerly a straight path and then make it super curvy and winding so that people could admire the wildlife throughout this area. You make your way down. You get to the sort of gravel embankment leading down into the black sand beach.
Alrighty. And it's still early morning. It's like 10 now.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time. It's right before noon, so it's not too hot. You just lay out on the shore, listen to the waves. That's what I would like to do.
I made a promise to somebody, so I'm going to search. Since this is pretty much the beach that lines up best with the volcano. If you were like to draw a line pretty much, right? In a way, it'd be one of the closer of the, like a couple miles of sands in each direction.
Well, yeah, this beach in particular would go around to where you'd have to follow it for a good ways. But like, imagine there's the volcano here. You guys are like over here, and then the black sand beach is sort of the coast that extends all the way around to that same point on the other side of the island.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know, fuck it, I'm hitting the water.
Okay.
I'm going to use my last second level spell to do alter self, and I'm going to give myself a webbed hands and gills.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That it would give you advantage in the water.
Yeah.
But you've also got your wings, which would give you disadvantage at moving around in the water. So it cancels each other out. You can still breathe underwater with your gills, but your movement is...
Can I use alter self to retract my wings due to the specifications of the spell? What would you think on that?
I mean...
I feel like they'd be retractable.
Only with the spell, though.
I would say I would agree with you on that, like, just due to the description of alter self.
Yeah.
I guess just to give myself a break, I'll retract the wings.
I'm not going to charge you another spell slot for doing all of that at the same time, so...
I guess I follow Mondo because I have the Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Just to look.
Because you're swimming now,
yeah,
right?
It's rare, but these little tiny, they get so washed down as they travel, but just the little tiniest pebbles of obsidian. And I told her that I'd find her a piece for some jewelry. So I'm going to go searching. Either for whatever I find in the sand, pearls, I really don't give a shit. I'm just looking for cool shit, just enjoying our day.
Investigation.
I followed because I didn't know what he was doing, but I was wanting to swim too.
I'm not going to... That would look so silly underwater trying to use the eyes of men at seeing, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. Depending on how far you dive down, you could like get a little area directly in front of you.
Underneath, I'll go down to the sand. So sure, I mean it looks silly, but it's also fun. Fuck it. And that was a wise choice. So that would be 16.
16. You're sifting through the bottom of. Well, not the bottom. It's a slow slope away from the beach, deeper and deeper into the open ocean. You find like a small bank where it drops off a little bit, and you can see what appears to be like larger chunks of volcanic rock. And then you're sort of digging through over there, and you find even dark as it is, 20, 25 feet underwater, there is a small glint of light glancing off of these pieces of obsidian that you're finding. you find about 4 medium-sized pieces of obsidian.
Nice.
And roll survival.
Oh, okay. Shit. Oh shit. 12 and my survival is a -1, so 11.
11. You also find 2 scallops.
Ooh, yum.
Nice. All right. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go back towards the shallows.
I'm just treading water. I'm not gonna.
No, I mean you said you were gonna follow Mondos,
Yeah.
so you swim under and you're having
Sip.
no difficulty breathing. You're feeling good.
I want to try and search for stuff too, but my wait. I'm gonna try and use my hands to fish because they're claws.
You could try.
I feel like we haven't eaten in a while, guys.
We had
Catch us some
breakfast.
lunch.
We had a hefty breakfast.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I still want to try to get something because I saw. Bruh, no! Chaotic
Really,
bad.
man?
Okay.
Sounds like a 5th grader's D&D character. It's chaotic bad.
So would that be investigation? You said.
Are you looking for food?
I'm looking just for any fish that I can try and catch with my hands.
Survival.
No, Dr. Pepper Bandit. No.
Or nature. One of the 2.
I'll go survival. Oh, that's a 12.
12. You see a pretty good sized fish. It's not moving too fast. It seems to be tracking another smaller one in front of it.
Can I try and like swim to it and pounce?
You can't pounce underwater.
I know, but I meant like
Yeah.
do a quick.
You do like a slow flutter with your feet until you get within reaching distance of it. And you quickly strike out with your claws. Roll to hit.
Okay. Oh.
No.
That's a little, will that be strength or dexterity or?
I mean, it's your claw attack, so either one.
Oh, so it'd be 11. I just want to have to roast a fish with my
Never
friends.
thought I'd have to do this.
You know, I said that when I had to look up the AC of a trout once, I believe. So I feel
D&D 5e AC of a mackerel. I guess I'll just
Mackerel. Sweet.
I don't know how close a quipper is to it.
Quippers are the D&D equivalent of piranhas, I believe.
It's larger than that, so I'm gonna say that would drop its AC enough for you to hit it.
Yeah.
Roll
Give me that
damage.
fish.
Damage on a fish.
6.
Jab straight through the fish. You get it, and you take its glassy fish eye and look directly at you.
Oh.
Oh,
And,
God. Okay.
Rockshaw's instincts just kick in, and she says one word: Apex.
Yeah. Plus 1 trout. I mean, no, mackerel.
Plus 1. You're gonna freeze it and turn it into a club. It's even got a hole through it to be more aerodynamic.
Oh my gosh, I meant in Mount.
I hate it. But with the spell Magic Weapon, it's possible. If somebody's proficient in, improvised weapons, you
Yeah.
can have a +1 trout.
What? I meant. I just meant for the inventory.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
just. I'm sorry.
But how big is this mackerel? I don't know how many pounds. DM.
About yay large.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty large pull
Like
through it now.
5 or 6
Nice.
pounds.
So 4.5, 5 pounds of fish.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
4.5-pound trout.
Yeah.
Rockshot have been feeling like feral lately with the running and the shiny things.
It's been a while since you've seen a temple. It's wearing on you.
Yeah.
You need that discipline back in your
I
life.
still have yet to get holy water from anywhere.
Yeah.
As paladin.
I want to.
Anyway.
I want to go back above water, see what Rattle and Ivan are up to.
And you do? What are you up to, Rattle?
I'm looking for seashells.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool. Sort of sifting through the sand with your talons. Turning to the side because your eyes are getting real close and then getting real far away. Roll investigation or survival, your choice.
7.
Find a pretty big conch shell and a couple of like small seashells.
Cool new necklace. Oh.
What about Ivan? What's he up to?
Ivan's training.
What?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Who's he training with?
He's just on the beach right now. He's running.
Oh.
I yell, Ivan, this is a vacation. Get in the water.
Faye Station.
Oh,
He's pretty far away.
Oh.
Damn. Get in the
Consistent on
Where? I'll get him for you.
water. Get in the water.
They're in the water.
Oh,
Dives into the water with his
no,
axe.
no. Does he still have his armor on?
Yes.
No.
Good job.
He's got the
He's
mariner's
mariner's
armor, so
now,
he's
good.
Thank God. We're just all treading water right now.
You're heading back up to the surface with your catch, and you see Ivan furiously swimming down with his axe.
Oh my God. Oh, like, in his hand, like.
Yes, he's like swinging the axe down and then to the side to propel himself down.
Because he's scared of water, Faye.
Oh my God.
He never knows what to expect with you guys.
Well, that was great. I'm speechless. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that so I can write it down. But anyway, I want to do another search just around the beach area.
All right. Are you where you guys have been, or does everybody want to pick up and walk a ways down the beach?
I don't want to miss out on my gills, so I'll swim wherever they go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should.
I mean, I can still breathe there. Like it,
We'll
I'll
just
walk
keep
with it.
treading water until for like I don't know, 500 feet. See what we can find.
Yeah.
You don't tread forward. You swim.
Treading through water. Well, that's a phrase.
When I think of tread water, I think that it's just like keeping yourself afloat in the same place. I mean, the current could take you, but you wouldn't be able to control that direction unless you swam.
Okay, I just want to keep going.
All right, so Mondo and Rockshot swimming along the beach line. Rattles walking in that same direction, keeping up the search for shells.
I'm keeping an eye out for the two most nefarious bastards in this low water, which are little bastard crabs and bastard jellyfish. I just want to make sure.
Perception with advantage because you're familiar with this area.
14.
14. You see a bastard jellyfish.
Bastard.
If it had eyes, you know it's looking directly at you.
I pull it. I pull it Rockshot and I point at it. And I'm like,
What? You want to do something about it?
It's far enough away to not be any danger to either of you.
this is really just
This
whether
is like-
hatred comes into
Yeah,
play.
it's about vengeance or spite.
I'm gonna just just because of the time Mondo got stung when he was 19, he's gonna take his fucking bow and his regular arrow gonna shoot at him.
Oh my god. In the water?
Roll to hit.
Oh my god, no way! Did I just practice that?
Favorited enemy, bastard jellyfish.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20, guys, if you couldn't tell.
Wow. Use them when it really counts, right?
Yeah.
Use it when
Yeah,
you need
for
it.
sure.
Oh my god. Not
It's
when
your
we're fighting them.
vengeance. Kill them when you need to. Alright, so
T-shirt.
Mondo, after gesturing to Rakshata and pointing at it, he does this ridiculous, Mondo swims harder than he ever has in his life, and like a synchronized swimmer, he just uses all of the power in his legs to freaking push himself up enough to brandish his bow from God knows where.
In between
Whips
wings.
around and then freaking notches an arrow and releases it in the span of like a 1/10 of a second. Arrow flies with immense force, hits the jellyfish square in its little bulbous head, and that like 2-foot area of water explodes. Just like it splashed up so high just because of the immense hatred imbued within the arrow.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, God.
Roll a dexterity save.
Oh, God. Dex save, so that's plus 5, 17 plus 5, 22.
You see it coming at the last second. A tentacle.
Oh, no.
Directly coming for your face. You see it. A detached jellyfish tentacle, still capable, as you know too well, of stinging. Slow motion dodge.
Wow.
It slaps harmlessly against the beach.
Wow.
Ew.
So it was
Just
obliterated.
like,
Yeah.
Rakshata's just like, witnessing it like,
It was so much more dramatic than it needed to be.
but
Yeah.
it was great.
Yes.
There's the memorable moments. The fucking 20 and then the 22 right next to it.
Yeah.
For this bastard jellyfish.
Wow.
Is there any materials besides the tentacle?
I mean, there's
Can you eat the tentacle? I don't think you can.
there's random pieces of jelly flesh floating.
Ew. I think we should get out of this part of the water.
Let's just swim away.
Swim away.
We're dashing.
roll perception.
Both of us, or?
Whoever wants to.
I'll do it. I gotta
Even
post it.
Rattle if Rattle would like to.
8. I'm too busy trying to remember
Ivan?
how to swim.
Would
Yeah.
Ivan like to?
What is Ivan doing?
This pertains to Ivan.
Oh, no.
No,
But-
he's not our. Oh my gosh.
Did you roll perception?
No, yeah, let me roll it really quick. 16.
16. Mondo, you start wondering about Ivan. It's been a while since, or not a while, but it's been about a minute and a half since he went underwater searching for Faye because he heard
no.
you incorrectly. And
Oh no.
Ivan surfaces, struggling to get his great axe out of the water. He manages to chuck it out of the water before he can get his head above water, and it lands and slides on the sand. And you see his arms sort of struggling, and then his head surfaces. He's like,
You're welcome.
jellyfish tentacles
No!
all over his face.
I run over, like, treading through water like this is fucking Baywatch. And I get up to him and I just press the digitation, like cold air across his face just to get it off.
He gets up on the beach. He's like, his face is immediately swelling.
Oh, God.
There's just like bands
Oh my
of
God.
bright red flesh pulsating. You can see his pulse in
Roxana!
his
I'm
face.
coming.
And
I'm coming.
I'm just prestidigitation right now, and I'm doing just the smell of clothes to overwhelm him. No, I'll do the smell of the potpourri now that I have a new intense smell to use. The smell of the potpourri.
Oh my
So
god.
high as balls.
Does it replicate it?
What, the incense?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
just
just
the
doing
smell
the
or the
smell.
effect?
Not the effect, the
Okay.
smell of it,
All
though.
right.
And everything's happening so quickly, almost drowning, getting freaking an intense, painful sting from jellyfish tentacles. And then just the freaking flashbacks to his crazy day after being introduced by his spiritual guide, Grampton, to the incense. Ivan passes out.
No!
Okay, face down.
Well, hold on,
in the
hold
water.
on. I need to see if he can take it.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Roxana
The
is
pulsing
furiously
poison.
freaking swimming towards Ivan. Okay, let's just get that straight. God, something's bad. Vacation, family. Come on.
He's out cold.
No! What the fuck?
You guys get him on the beach, and you're like, you've got the prestidigitation incense in his face, and he's like,
Roxana tries to do CPR. I'm like, just
Whoa.
try to get the water out of
chest
his lungs.
compressions.
Yeah, at least the chest compressions. I feel like that'd be a basic medicine
You
check.
do so. Yeah, medicine.
Plus 4? Oh, 12. Come on, Ivan.
12. Roll a strength check.
Plus 2. 14.
14. You press a little too hard on one of the cloth areas of his mariner armor, and it's into his stomach. He's like, turns over, loses his breakfast.
No.
Oh.
It smells vile.
Ah.
He's awake now.
And I just,
Oh, thank God.
the tide will wash that away. We just need to keep.
I'm moving. I take. We're still recovering Ivan away from the
No,
spot.
I can.
Oh, Sensei, why
Just
does
drag
your
him.
beach hate me?
I don't know. I think you misunderstood me. I was just trying to get you to come with us.
Oh, so there's no water.
There's
fae.
no water fae.
No.
And why would you attack a water fae or our friends? I think. I don't know. I hope.
You had.
I don't know.
I assume you had beef with that jellyfish.
I did. I blew it to smithereens, but I'm
Speaking
sorry
of
it got you.
jellyfish, I cast cure wounds on his fucking face because now
Oh.
I just prestidigitate it and act like it's an illusion that it's not there.
The eye that was beginning to close up is now opening up a little bit, and the swelling has gone down considerably.
You dummy.
It still itches.
Oh, I can't do anything about the uncomfortableness, buddy. But try.
Let's just get away from here. This stretch of beach sucks. I mean, it's lovely, but it's treating me poorly.
Where do you want to go? This is really your coming to title mission. What would you like to do on vacation?
You know what? I want to go spelunking.
I beg your pardon?
Cave diving.
Ah, really?
Dude, you just almost drowned. Are you shitting
Not
me?
literal diving. I just want to go investigate that cave. I spent a lot of time in the caverns I would camp out in on the way to Sharn from my family's abode.
Well, if we wait till tomorrow, I can actually make your wish really come true. And I can cast this spell that gives me these and a gesture to my gills. I could do it on both of us. And I can... There's no reason why.
I mean, that sounds cool.
Actually, I mean, to
Well,
be honest,
I can do it
actually,
too.
I could... No. I am going to give you all the bet after we have a spectral breakfast. Or do you guys actually just not want to stay in the mansion tonight? I could hopefully maybe, I don't know,
think a
use
camping-
some... We have to go pick up Berg and... I think... I think Polly got lost. I don't know what happened. Ivan, I thought you were keeping an eye on her.
Well, I was, but I was just so excited to go check out this blacksmith that I heard so much about from you.
We need to head back there, but I promise you, we are going to have the most unique experience in the morning. I assure you.
Okay.
All right.
I think we should go ahead and go back. Well, what time is it now, you reckon?
I mean, you guys still have a whole day ahead
It's like
of you.
noon, right?
Yeah.
We can
Well-
still get the cave thing done if we're done at the beach.
I mean,
Unless you want to do the cave dive.
I mean, this cave could be something we have to like. It could be a lot more in depth than we know, but we haven't investigated it yet. So, and I mean,
what about Radon?
yeah.
Because it would be me, Ivan, and
I could no. Listen, what I have planned for us, you know what? As they say where I come from, I'll lay all the rats out on the table. There are certain spells of more nature-based magic that I can use to turn us all into. We could be little fish, big fish. We could be dolphins. Have you ever seen the dolphin?
Yes, I have seen the dolphin. They line the coast of Sardona, and they're very intelligent and gorgeous.
I could turn us all into water-breathing creatures, and we could really just have what I would probably have to assume might be the time of our life. I could turn us into individual things if some of you guys want to be jellyfish, which I would not recommend being jellyfish.
Not after what just happened.
Honestly, it doesn't matter to me because all
I
I have to
know
do
exactly
is wear the
what I
manta
want
ray
to
thing,
be.
and I can breathe
I
underwater.
want to be a sea turtle.
You want to be?
I have always wondered.
Okay.
Ivan, what do you
yeah.
think of this?
Might get you baited.
Well, no offense, Sensei, but might give you a little extra backbone. Get it? Because their shells are their spines. It wasn't a jab at you, I promise.
No.
I was trying to be funny for once.
No,
I'm sorry,
I laughed.
Sensei.
We all laughed. I heard Rattle chuckle. What would you like to be?
A shark.
A shark. I can make that happen. Rattle?
Rattle doesn't know the word for this, so he's gonna try to draw it in the sand.
Nice.
Okay.
He's going to draw a manta ray.
Performance.
Chat says, is it my understanding that the guy that nearly drowned got stung by a jellyfish wants to return to the water and go cave diving, or is this a different character wanting to do this? I said, this is the same guy, LMAO.
When I say cave diving, I was trying to explain what spelunking is. It's a word for adventuring in a cave. It doesn't necessarily mean he's looking for water in the cave to dive into.
Yeah.
Well, you just said cave diving first, but that's
I said spelunking first, and then you guys asked me what that is.
Okay. Well, we got it now.
Okay.
So, I guess. Are you sure you want to do this, Ivan?
I mean, sure.
Might as
Only
well.
if everybody else wants to.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if you
I want to stay myself. I don't need to be turned into an animal.
are you sure? I mean,
This cloak of the manta ray. While wearing this cloak with its hood up, you can breathe underwater, and you have a swimming speed of 60 feet.
then that is completely fine. I think it was just more of a authenticality. But please, I mean, we can come back tomorrow and we could have a grandiose time. Who knows? We might find something interesting being able to travel out into the water with a little bit more freedom.
It's only noon. So.
I know, but I definitely cannot do this until in the morning. But what would you guys like to do in the meantime? We already bugged Undumbo a little bit too much, so I don't know. My parents own just about half of everything here, so shopping is a little iffy. But there's a lot of sights to see. We can go scope out the cave beforehand. We can search the beach for lost treasures and things like that. Really, the world is our oyster today.
Oh, great.
Hmm.
I like the cave idea, I think.
What about you, I?
We could check out the volcano.
You know, I unless my parents have removed him, there is an old man. I do not know if he is a half elf. I definitely know he's over 100, but he sings the most amazing songs, and I've never been up there to meet him. I don't know if it's folklore, if it's bullshit, but I've always wanted to go up there. Big problem though, Ivan. It's not something people do. People don't just go. We would have to. Well, I forget. I have wings now. Rakshak can climb. And I just grab him by his shirt. The world is our oyster, boy.
So you want to go to the volcano?
Fuck it. Why not?
I mean, sure.
All right.
I'm down.
If this is Ivan's dream, damn it, Ivan's had such a fucking shit life. If we can give this boy his dreams, fuck it.
That's what
Fuck
we've
it.
been doing this whole time.
And this awakens Mondo's inner child who, growing up, always wanted to know what it would be like up there.
All
Okay.
right.
Fuck it.
Let's do it.
Rattle,
Ivan.
are you opposed? This is a big thing.
Also, I rolled a 19 on that manta ray.
You
Hell yeah.
draw a perfect manta ray, but the conversation seems to have been sidetracked,
I'm
and
so sorry.
you're gesturing with your wings and talons to this like absolutely gorgeous manta ray drawn into the sand.
Please tell me we eventually know this.
Roll perception
No.
at disadvantage.
No! Oh,
Dirty
9.
20. And a 3.
9 at disadvantage.
You catch one of the wings of the manta ray out of the corner of your eye.
I feel
And
so bad.
it looks so artificial compared to the rest of the area around it that you turn and look, and it is a magnificent manta ray.
I just kind of walk over, and Mondo just starts doing one of these. Looking at Rattle.
Ivan joins in.
Yeah.
Wait a second. And Rock Shadow eventually catches on
Rock
because she's
Shadow
wearing the
thinking
freaking
she's
manta ray cloak. Me too. And then we're all just like,
You know, I actually think these creatures are very nimble,
bruh.
and they're able to swim well, and they have a weapon to defend just in case we run into some bullshit. We could maybe be a herd of these little fuckers.
I mean,
I don't know, but sharks are pretty fucking cool too. I don't know. We could all look like a
I'm not opposed to being a manta ray.
I do believe they are quite nimble and quick. We might.
Graceful as well, something I've never been.
No.
that's right, Ivan. Okay, I guess.
You don't
I'll
know.
let
You
you-
could still be right. You want to stay you. You stay.
Yes,
you.
I'll be manta ray
But
Rock Shadow with suit, but definitely.
so as
Rattle
long just as
with
a
Ivan.
just as a
There you
preface,
go.
let me actually, so I don't spew bullshit. Let me pull up the spell.
Fine.
Let me make sure I can practice what I preach. All right. No. So it takes one action. It lasts for 24 hours. So you guys can turn it on and off at your will. You could still choose to be affected. So if you want to turn into a manta ray at any point, you can. But it lasts 24 hours.
Okay.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yep. 8th level animal shapes.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so from where you guys are at on the beach, there are a few different paths you can take to the volcano. You can go back up the way you came, past the Oni body towards Blair's house. You could
Barrington.
walk along the coastline closer to the volcano and then make your way directly up to it. Or you could sort of go up along this like craggy rock path that sort of goes up steeply, and then there's a smaller set of hills leading up to the volcano.
Do you want to go the path of most resistance or least resistance, Mondo?
Well, if we
I
go,
feel like it might be. Sorry, I feel like it might be difficult for Rattle to get up the steep one, but I'm not sure.
well, there are a couple things to take into consideration. If we go back towards Blair's house, we can get Berg and Bentley. I imagine they're awake by now. Heck, maybe even Polly too, if she'll come with us. But maybe when we get to my brother's house, I don't think I cleared out all of his breakfast stuff. I didn't get into any of his dinner stuff, and I saw a pretty little bit of dinner stuff. So I think we might need to let's take about 45 minutes for ourselves just to breathe and really what I'm trying to say is a short rest of sorts, a not very long rest.
Okay, I understand. Well, in that case, we don't need to go to eat more of your brother's food. I caught this and I just like.
You still have it on your hand. Yes.
It's dead. It's 4.5 pounds. We could grill this up. I could
Absolutely.
try.
Or wait, no, you don't have a good pot anymore, do you?
Oh, good what?
A good pot to boil stuff?
Wait a second. I still have a mess kit though. I bought that pot for like pity pot because the town person needed money. But I want to use my ability to make our camp so we can like have a short rest at the camp on the beach and have some roast fish over fire.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're using your ability to find firewood,
I'm using.
find food.
Hang on.
Food.
I'm picking. Hang on. Get wood and fire set up campsite and the circle of stones. Put up tents and put out rations. Yep, that's it. That's the one I'm using. Help me, spirits of the sea and the land. Make us a camp. I be praised.
Several vaguely humanoid spirits rise from the waters, just about 20 feet away from the beach line and float towards where you guys are currently at. Ivan walks beside one of them, like keeping a side eye on him. The one he's following goes to a nearby tree. There's like a small flash of light in a horizontal pattern. Then the tree begins to fall. Ivan takes his great axe and he starts breaking up chunks of wood for the fire. Some of the other spirits are just rummaging through you guys' stuff to get bedrolls. They set out the bedrolls. One is collecting stones for a fire pit. One of them is admiring the manta ray drawn in the sand. Ooh.
I'm a little ghosty boy.
And takes just a little while, and you guys have a nice camp set up on the beach.
Okay, with fire's going and everything, I'm gonna put out my mess kit and I'm gonna try and cook this fish for everybody.
While they're still fresh, and I hold out 2 fucking little scallops.
Just throw them out in the fire. And then
Put them right on the edge on the rocks.
You guys, you need to make a performance check with advantage because you have fresh ingredients.
+3. Okay, you said advantage. Oh yeah. That is a 22 on this fish.
As Rakshata is tending to the food, the mackerel, rotisserie cooking and also slightly being smoked by the fire, the scallops are cooking nicely on the edge of the fire. During this time, some of the spirits periodically just stop by and like drop a couple like sprigs of herbs next to Rakshata for Rakshata to like season the food with. And yeah, it's a
Cute
very
KFC.
well made seafood dinner
Nice.
or seafood lunch. It's
Yeah.
not that late in the day.
Lunch and then nappies. Here you go, everybody. I just, like portion out a pound of meat to everybody. It's just me, Rattle, and Mondo, and Ivan.
Ivan.
So we each get a pound and a quarter.
Damn. It's a hefty lunch. We're eating good today. Especially
Yeah.
because Ivan lost his breakfast.
Yeah, Ivan wolfs it down.
I give Ivan both of the scallops. You need this more than us. Or you want one? Here,
Sheldon
here.
wants one. Thank you.
Of course.
And then I like scoop out the. I eat it and then I scoop out the remnants and then I keep the shell. Because it's a really it's perfect shell.
Everybody eats. It's delicious, and I guess you guys prepare for sleep.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like nappies would be good because both. I'm missing a lot of heels.
On-
I need some heels.
I kind of just look at the bedrolls on the ground, and Mondo starts to get nervous.
Well, the spirits.
There's crabs.
Well, you guys cooked and ate. The spirits were putting together a small shelter. It's like a lean-to, but it's also on slight stilts. So you've got like a rock wall on this side, and then a sloped roof, and then stilted floor for the bedding.
Good.
Nice.
It'll give us defense against the bastard crabs. Mondo's is less nervous.
Oh no, there's bastard crabs too.
At nighttime, they really like to fuck with you.
Ooh.
But with it seems like the fey creatures knew the terrain they were dealing with.
Wait, instead of taking naps, we can go work off this lunch and explore the caves like Ivan wanted. It's still noon, since we finished lunch.
Yeah, sure. I just thought we were taking a little bit of a breather. So whatever you'd like to do, if you want to take a full-blown nap in the middle of the beach.
In the middle of the day, I mean, you guys don't often get naps. It's mainly like non-stop running and fighting for your life.
And then sleeping for like 12 hours.
Speaking of fighting for your life, dear God, man.
Okay, nappies
Calm
are
down.
fine. Take a short rest.
So everybody, gets comfortable, takes a nap. It would be hot if you guys didn't have the cover and the nice cool rock wall beside you. So it's a comfortable temperature for everyone. Can you guys make religion checks?
Oh, okay.
Ooh. 22.
Plus 4.
22, 8,
17.
17. Rattle, Rakshata, you're sleeping hard. This is super pleasant, having all of that delicious seafood in your stomach, and then the salty breeze tickling your nostrils as the waves lap against the beach.
Reminds me of Sarlona a bit.
Just a bit. You two, stop, man, stop. Don't start purring, I'm mad at you.
They don't care.
You guys are transported, your consciousnesses are transported through time and space into the same room.
We see each other?
Yes.
What?
Kind of looking around. Are we lucid?
Yeah.
I look at Rattle. Just a little bit.
A little wave.
Just
back.
as
Rattle's
like
patting his clothes, looking for his conch shell, but he can't find it.
no.
Neither of you knows that the other is actually the real consciousness
Right.
of that person.
That was
You-
just
you
our
just-
pathetic attempt at trying to make a connection.
I mean, it's not a pathetic attempt. It's just like, since you guys are comrades, you don't know if this is just your dream version of that person or if it's their actual mind. You guys are in a completely steel room. It's
Is it cold?
there's a big old octagon. All of a sudden, you guys have
Oh,
padded
fucking
gloves.
UFC. Some,
Mondo in the UFC. That's a great idea for a side comic.
oh yeah.
Anywho, in front of the both of you are two massive spheres. They're immense. One of them is very shadowy and dark. The other is multicolored and, rainbow and shining. The light coming off of each sphere appears to be sort of fighting with with the light from the multicolored sphere it appears to be interacting aggressively with the shadows coming off of the darker sphere.
I guess I approach the light sphere. Try to phase my hand through it.
As you touch the sphere, you hear a voice in your head. It's the voice of the dragon from your first stream.
Shit.
Good. You can still reach me. Would you like to do anything, Rattle?
I think Rattle's hesitant at first, but after seeing the Dream Mondo reach out for the other orb, he's going to follow suit with the dark orb.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Alright. As you touch the darker orb, the same voice of the shadow dragon reaches your mind as well. And it says something to the effect of, I got what I wanted. You have served your purpose. Pursue us no further.
And we were just laying down for a little nap.
Yeah. With both of you touching those orbs, the orbs are sort of drifting closer together, and you think that they're gonna make contact, and something violent is going to happen, and the tension rises as the orbs grow closer and closer to each other. But where they would meet and make contact as though they were solid, as you both feel them to be, the orbs intersect. And then there's this sort of Venn diagram for a moment where there's this super shadowy dark orb and this multicolor orb, and where they intersect is just this intense golden divine energy pouring out of that section where they're connected, and you both are blown backwards a good bit, and then the orbs shoot back to their original places, and you awaken.
Wipe the slobber away. Oh no. I look up in the sky. Does it seem like the sun's now beating down on us? Hours have gone by? We slept longer than we should have?
I mean, you guys went to sleep at basically high noon. It was just a couple hours after high noon. I'd say you slept for about 4 hours. So,
It's a short rest.
It's longer than short rest. Yeah.
you still have a good bit of daylight, especially since this is right on top of Eberron's equator.
Okay, well in that case, why don't we go explore that cave now? I think I feel better from that nap. I don't know about you guys. I feel great.
I feel great. They're just like,
What?
Mondo looks at Rattle. Are we near each other?
Yes.
Pretty close?
I mean,
And
everybody's in the same shelter.
I just look at Rattle and I go,
You recognize it as the exact same wave that you both did. So now you both are fully aware that you experienced the same thing. It's an ominous feeling.
I don't
What's
even.
with those looks on your faces? Why are you waving at each other?
It's just how me and Rattle say hello.
Okay.
Oh god.
Check.
We had.
You can insight check them.
Yeah.
Only you did.
I was gonna
Do
spill the
either-
beans, but if you want to fight for the beans, that's fine too.
14.
Deception, if you want to keep it from
I
them.
mean, I'm not really. Yeah.
Okay,
I was
so
about to spill the beans anyway.
Rakshata, you know something's up, but they start talking to you anyway, so you're just
It's It seems like we were both pulled into the same dream world, which, if I'm not mistaken, has happened to us once before. So it's not completely foreign, but this time it was a little bit different. It felt real-ish, and the orbs were there.
The orbs. Oh shit! Not the colorful one and the black one.
I don't know what
Fuck.
happened with Rattle. Something came into my head and said it was thankful that I was able to speak with it, or still able to reach it. I don't know exactly what it wants from me or Rattle. I feel like this is starting to become more cumbersome than we expected. Rattle, I don't know what you experienced.
Natural. Was it? But did you actually go on the same plane or something?
DM to Rattle. Ever since your first dream, in which you spoke to the Shadow Dragon, everything that it said to you was basically beamed directly into your mind, but it still had tone of voice and inflection, so you would be able to perfectly replicate the Shadow Dragon's voice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was thinking on whether or not I should say anything about it or not.
Oh, well, take your time. Make a decision that you feel like is right for Rattle.
It's okay if you want to keep it from me. I understand. Everyone has their secrets.
Ivan looks over to Rakshata, and yours are?
Huh? Well, I have no secrets.
Everybody has their secrets, huh?
Hey, Rakshata, I bet you wouldn't hold the axe and say that.
What?
You heard what I said?
No, I just. What is this? Truth and dare. What is this? Maybe not. I bet you wouldn't say something like that to Mondo and hold the truth.
Well, let me think. The first time I did magic, I shit my pants. And that's about all I got. And I want to reach over and touch the axe while I say this.
Oh my god!
Ivan holds out the axe to you before you say it. You hold it.
I shit my pants the first time I did magic, and that's really the only thing I've kept from you all. That's really just, like I said earlier, laying all the rats out on the table, you know. It's just...
I guess it makes sense. Okay. And then I hold my hand out. For the axe.
Ivan puts the axe in your hand. Think.
There's a bigger stash in Sargon than I expected.
Than you expected. You're the one that put it there.
No. I've had someone add it to it. A client of mine. Berg knows him.
What?
I have somebody that keeps adding adding to the catch in Sardona. It's my sister.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's getting late.
And then, boom, drop the axe. Oh, shit. Sorry, I kept that from you guys. I forgot about that one.
Ivan picks the axe back up. Unwieldy, isn't it?
It's freaking weird. It doesn't talk to you or anything, does it? I didn't hear anything.
No.
Well, that's good.
I just feel like, I don't know. I get this sense of dread whenever I start thinking about lying.
Wow. You know, you don't have to keep that thing. You could just, we can get you something different.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I can leave it in the bag of holding for a while.
Sure. And I'll hold it out, and I want to assist him in putting it into the bag of holding because I know how it gets with his hand.
Yeah, and you do. That, since he was holding the axe when he said it, that's truly how he felt, and the axe responds to it in kind.
And right before I put it away, now, there is something that I've been holding back, but luckily I was able to bullshit my way out of getting shocked. I did used to like riding on Rakshada's back because I am indeed lazy, but I do it. The secondary reason is because I'm afraid of ants. And when you walk on the ground, the ants bite you. And whenever I rode on Rakshada's back, the ants never bit me. And then I put it in the bag.
Rakshada's just like horse laughing. Like, just laughing super. Ants? Oh, the great Mondos are afraid of ants. Is that the underlying reason you make yourself fly?
Yes, they get at your ankles and they're just unpleasant. Especially the
Ivan
ones...
looks over at Rakshada. Sensei, don't make fun of Sensei! Ants suck!
Okay.
Especially the ones here. They're really big.
Also, you guys, I forgot to mention, I already mentioned the bastard crabs and the jellyfish. There's only one last thing. There are these little bastard mosquitoes you gotta watch out for.
Oh, shit.
But it's okay. It's okay. Because they only come out around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then they go away. Mondo's bullshitting.
Ivan looks over. So now.
Mondo's totally lying. He's just fucking
Like,
around.
assumes a defensive posture.
No, it's okay. Actually, if you look angry at them, it's what really gets them going. And you gotta act natural. You gotta be cool.
Oh my god. Rattle uses chill touch.
Bruh.
Okay, so it's about like 5, 6-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. We can still explore that cave, guys.
Yeah.
I'm ready for maybe one more battle. Unless you guys would just want to sit at camp and
I mean,
things.
we always know worst case scenario. I mean, we opened up a door at the bottom of a huge obsidian pit, so I imagine we could open the door in the cave if we needed to, if it got too late. But once we run out of sunlight, you got to remember some of our compatriots cannot see very well. And also, I imagine Berg and Bentley are tired of hanging out with my brother. He's an okay conversationalist, but he runs out of shit to talk about very quickly after he talks about running the coattails of my parents' business.
Wait, we could meet back up with Berg and Ivan. Polly. So Ivan and Polly could have nudge, nudge. They could have a sunset on the beach date. Have some privacy for themselves.
Fuck. Mondo, after just taking that nudge, is just thinking of the worst of what's going on.
Worst case scenario.
Place.
Okay, well.
Yeah, say let's go see what my brother's up to.
Okay. In that case, you wanna race again? Will you flying me?
Sure.
With Gretel on
you
the
know
back?
what, Ivan? Do you have any extra rope? I know that you commonly pick up rope every time we come across it.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I have 40 feet of it.
I look at Ivan. I'm going to struggle, but this is. I want to show you. I want to show. You deserve this. No, but I'm gonna cut myself a break since I got a spell slot back from doing a rest, and I guess we're all back at full hit points.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I'm gonna use levitate on him while I'm flying, but I'm gonna make it look like I'm carrying him.
Oh my gosh! Are y'all going up to the? Are you going up to the volcano?
Well, no, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, no, we're going for Berg first, so
Okay.
we're racing, I guess.
Nice. Okay. So I'm
Alright.
gonna get Rattle on my back again. Just gesture for my friend.
Ivan's got like a X of rope tied around him. He's like in a stance, ready to go, and you stealthily applied the levitate to him, and quickly take off after that, so that he doesn't start floating before you're flying. And you take off super quick. The loose rope gets tension, yanks him off the ground. Ivan, it wasn't expecting it, thinking that you would struggle to get him off the ground.
Yeah.
But he's like,
I mean,
it feels less like flying for Ivan and more like falling up into the sky. It's
Damn.
not a good
Being
feeling.
tugged.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. Since we're racing, I'm gonna dash. I mean, that's about all I can do is apply
Alright.
some dash.
I'm just gonna I'm not gonna use my boots of haste. I'm gonna be a good racer
Fair.
this time. I'm gonna be a
Okay.
fair racer.
Athletics.
Ooh, Mondo's specialty.
And I'm gonna take one of my seashells and hurl it at the back of Mondo's head.
Yes.
I already got a dirty one.
Yes! I got a 13!
Rolled it with advantage.
Please say it's the conch shell.
Well, 18.
18. So Rattle takes aim using the wing to sort of line up with the sun and get a perfect bead. Takes one of the small shells, whips it. It flies perfectly straight, hitting Mondo in the back of the head. It's just enough to lapse your concentration on synchronizing the wings,
Damn it.
and you start
Oh, no.
helicoptering. Roll a concentration check.
Oh god. Oh, concentration plus 3, so 15.
15.
Great.
You steady yourself and silently curse Rattle for losing that lead that you had.
That is okay. I'll get you back for that. Just
Rattle just
the
digging
very
a claw.
slight sting.
Yeah. Like you got blicked.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine Rockshot is just gaining, and I'll just try to right myself.
You're not too far behind because of the altitude. Rakshata's got to take the meandering path, and you've got a straight shot.
Yeah, I gotta like go for the.
What did you
Thicket.
get for athletics?
I got a 13.
So you're making your way at a good pace along the path, and every once in a while, whenever there's a super sharp turn going the opposite direction, Rakshata, being on all fours, jumps, kicks off the nearby tree, and then continues.
Fuck yeah!
So you maintain good momentum. You're sort of, overhead exactly where Rakshata is in relation to the house. One more set of athletics checks.
Oh, 12.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay, so you give up on following the path and just leap into the trees,
Whoa.
jumping from thick branch to thick branch, giving up also on being entirely quadruped for this. You're sort of on, thicker branches that are higher up. You'll jump off, grab onto it, swing, land, just keeping it moving really well. And,
Some parkour shit.
yeah. Mondo, what'd you get?
I got a 14 minus 2, 12.
12. Not having to deal with as much. You're still losing distance, and you can see your brother's house as Rakshata makes her way out of the thicket into the yard of the house, standing proudly. You're only about 3 seconds behind.
I slow down a little bit and I'd like levitate Ivan up to me, and I'm like, it makes her happy to win.
Yeah, your face! Did you feel that, Sisha? That was totally Rattle's idea.
Yes, absolutely. That was, you know what, Rattle? As much as it pissed me off, that was a good shot. That was a solid shot.
That was awesome. That was pretty fun, I think. Ivan, what about you? How are you feeling?
I feel good. That was fun. Sensei, I'm floating right beside you, but I'm attached to this rope, and he looks down at the slack in the rope.
I know. As Bentley would like to say, magic. I just did that so that you would be level with me while I was talking.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
want to talk down.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Sensei. I appreciate the respect.
Absolutely, you deserve it. Now float us down.
Just eating it up. So you guys make your way up to the door of your brother's house?
Yep.
I'll let Mondo go first.
Absolutely. This time I'm knocking with a lot more intention.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. A short time goes by, and your brother answers the door.
Brother, I thought you had work today. What happened?
I am working.
Of course. I see, I forgot you. Yes.
Desk job. Fancy adventurers.
Hey, we are archaeologists.
Okay.
I know. Total bullshit. No, you are right. We do adventure. Where's we had the short fellow, and he had a dog with him. Nice human woman.
Oh yeah, Bert. He's
Yes,
in there with Polly right now.
I believe. Yes.
Bentley ran off somewhere. I think he saw a squirrel.
Oh dear. I want to call out for him.
You just call Bentley's name out loudly?
Yeah.
Okay. 30 seconds go by. There's a big, happy-looking dog making his way out of a bush with a squirrel.
Nice.
Nice.
Good catch.
Hi.
Has he learned any new words yet?
I'm having trouble deciding which of the easier ones that he would be picking up on.
Search.
I feel like beef floor should
Beef
make its
floor,
way into
yeah,
his category.
He would
eventually.
definitely.
Beef floor.
That's what I give him every time he goes into the mansion.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. I'll let the guys. That was fun.
Absolutely.
Is Polly in here?
Yeah, they're in the den.
Okay. I'd nudge Ivan. I'd say, go see her. It's almost the sunset.
I take 2 platinum and I open my brother's hand and I press it into it, and I don't want to show anybody this because of course we know he's a much richer asshole than I am, but I'm like, for raiding your fridge earlier, and we might do the same for lunch, but I know there's some more to cover it.
He clasps the platinum tight, pockets it, says, "Dinner's on me anyway."
And mother and father are none the wiser still.
Of course not. Haven't seen anything.
Well, I hope our dinner goes by quietly. What's to eat around here these days? And you realize it's been carries it 2 decades.
Well, I've really been wanting to try this exotic meat, you'd call it. There's this massive flying creature that's been bringing cattle over from the other side of the island and dropping it onto the cliff nearby.
What?
It'll then swoop down and eat it. I want what's ever dropping those cows.
Brother,
What?
are you gonna
What,
help us?
lizard meat? What kind
That's why I'm asking you, bro.
No,
You know,
I
you've
want
got
you
all
to
this
come-
magic knowledge,
Well,
and
of course,
I'm
but
not.
I want you to come with. It's like it's been carry the tin a century since we've gone out and just fucked around in the woods. I mean, I kind of want you to meet my new friends. They're all very intriguing individuals, to say the least.
I mean, all right, I'll go with you, but your champion has to carry my sword.
Okay, don't get mad if he uses it on something.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep. Okay. So are we going out for a hunt or something?
Sure. I mean,
Hunt
yeah,
for this thing?
hell yeah, fuck it.
You guys were asking about what to do now.
I mean, well, he said dinner was on him. So is he talking about maybe in the next couple days?
He was talking about stuff he had on hand.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I mean,
I'm
do
just
you guys want to go out tonight? I mean, we are stuck here for I think it's next 3 days is what my buddy said.
well,
So we have time.
It's also like 6:45, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
The sun is
okay.
setting.
We wouldn't want to fight this thing at night.
I was just thinking about Xandris because he said 1 to 2 days, and this is I think it's like almost the end of the second day.
This is
The first day.
It is
You
always
guys
the
took a
first-
nap
Oh,
on the
yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
In the first day, so
I mean, we can drop in on them at any moment. So.
okay. I just think we should sweep that up and him up.
You know, yeah, I don't know. We have a lot to talk about while we're out of earshot of him, or kind of earshot of him. But let's save that for later. So what's for dinner, Blair? What are you cooking?
Well, I've got beef.
So,
He's like, drops the squirrel. Beef floor.
Yeah.
Before. Exactly. What do you
But the
want?
way he says it makes it sound just like one word.
Yeah.
Beef
it's
floor.
a compound word.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I guess we just have dinner then.
All right,
Sit
he
in.
he cooks up some beef stew
Oh.
with a mealy, dry cake. It's very crumbly.
Yep.
Fourth wall break.
Yeah.
Delicious.
But it's not the most extravagant meal that you would expect, but roll insight
Oh no.
Oh shit.
with advantage because it's your
Oh.
brother.
Oh wait, me too, or
16, 8. So 19 minus 1, 18.
18. You assume based on how your brother is cooking that he has grown weary of your parents always trying to get the finest meals, the finest wines, the nicest things,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. He likes to make things simply and do things simply.
Right.
Hence his house.
Yeah. Still a good meal though.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's salted well, not too heavy. The broth has been stewing for a while. Whenever everybody goes into the den to have their meal, you guys notice that there's a sort of impromptu potion station that Polly has set up with various vials she had on hand and herbs and berries and stuff that she seems to have been gathering around, laid out. She's sort of got her, head in her hand like this, looking at all this stuff. She's like, I'm done. I've never seen any of this shit before. I cannot figure out what it does. He has no clue. Berg doesn't look at plants, apparently. I was like, I'm from the desert.
Do I recognize what she's working with? Is she working with local shit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You can roll history or survival.
History. Or 16.
16. You recognize that the berries seem to have a poisonous quality, but also an adrenaline amplifying quality. When combined with other things, the negatives might not outweigh the positives. The herbs seem to be some of the herbs seem to be mainly for seasoning food, and others do have medicinal qualities to them.
Gonna look it over. Were you trying to make something for healing, or because you and I kind of just point towards the fucking poisonous ones. These ones they'll give you you really feel it in the heart. I tell you, when I was about 12, I got into a batch of these, and
What happened?
you know, I was like, and then I started running, but then I got tired, but then I started running, but then I got tired. I just.
She makes a couple notes and then stands up and heads back outside to go get more of them.
Oh my gosh. Oh boys. Okay then. Wow. I don't think I gathered anything besides that fish.
I'll say after dinner, you guys had a hearty meal and everybody's feeling pretty good. Polly's out looking for a few berries with what's remaining of the dusk light. Are you guys okay with calling it here for the night?
Yeah, we're at camp. Our bellies are full. It's time to go to bed. But did Ivan get to go see the sunset with Polly? Or was she too
He followed her out the door.
I hope he did. I think it's a good ending.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon.